another episode of Tree Hill Talk, and it is another special episode.
So special.
It is.
Because we have our guest today. Kaylin is here.
Hi, Kaylin.
Hi.
And she's going to be our guest host. I'm Ingrid, and we also have Liz. And Michelle.
Hello.
And, of course, Kaylin this week. So we watched Season 5, Episodes 9 and 10.
Which were good.
Yeah, 9 was intense.
Yeah. Stressful.
So stressful.
Very stressful. Episode 9 was For Tonight, You're Only Here to Know. And we can just jump right into this. So it all takes place in one day, pretty much, during the Ravens' big game that we don't see. We don't see the game
at all.
You know, halfway through the episode, I'm like, wow, we're actually not seeing anything from the game.
Nothing.
We're hearing the scores and we're being updated, but no, we're not actually seeing
no
it.
footage. We do see Mouth kind of trying to figure out what his story is going to be.
Yeah.
And he's dealing with the fact that he misses Jimmy and the fact that he was supposed to have this whole thing happen with Jimmy. He was supposed to be
Right.
doing
They're
this
supposed
job.
to be partners in crime.
Mm-hmm. And, you know, he's, you know, thinking about it because they're back where it all happened. Even in the beginning.
It's all fresh.
Yeah, when they do, like, the past episodes and they're showing the Jimmy and the Keith Nuggets. And,
Yeah, I know.
Are you watching it on... Did you watch it on Netflix too, Kaylin?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and, you know, everyone's kind of just thinking about Keith and thinking about Jimmy during
Thinking
this.
about that day.
Thinking about the day
Yeah,
of the shooting.
The whole episode is just like a memory to the two of them. And it's
Yeah.
just like, oh.
I know.
It was nice to have a Keith Nugget, though.
I know. We did have a little Keith Nugget, but
That was so awesome.
every time, though, it pulls.
It's still so fresh. Season
Yeah, it's
5,
still-
it's still so fresh.
Still, it will always feel fresh, the wound. But, so the game, they're getting prepped for the game, and I love the slow-mo walk.
Oh my God.
Can we just talk about, let's just start with they all get these new jerseys. Q is wrapping his hand with Jamie,
Oh, that was
which
so
is really
cute.
sweet. And they're getting their pumped up speech from Luke, and then they all get new jerseys swagged out from Skills, and then they're walking down the hallway in slow-mo, and it's
it's
just
so
the
Do you
funny.
know what it reminded me of?
what?
Did you? This is so corny of me, but did you guys ever see the Santa Claus?
Of
Yeah.
course, I love
Yes,
And
Santa
when
Claus.
he gears up at
Oh
the
my
end
God,
and
yes.
they do the slow walk, that's
Santa
what
Claus
I
is
thought.
one of
Yeah.
the best movies
Agreed.
ever.
Yes.
But I literally just wrote in my notes slow-mo.
Yeah, that was
like,
funny.
Yeah,
And the best part was, you know, you had Lucas and Skills, but then you
Yeah.
had little Jamie.
Yeah.
Little Jamie.
Yeah.
He was the best part of it. It was
yeah,
so cute.
it was cute.
I love that they made him his own little jersey, too.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Can I sleep in it?"
Yeah,
Sweet.
Jamie's so cute. The actor's just like perfect.
Yeah,
He
he's
is.
adorable.
Yes.
Yeah, and then you know, then we don't see the game. Like
Yeah.
that's it. We get the little pump up speech, which was cool. But yeah, and then meanwhile in the library.
Oh, this was so frustrating to me.
Oh God, it was. Where do
It was
we
hard.
even?
It was hard to watch.
Where do we
I
even?
kind of
begin?
like that they had the little drama between Lindsay and Peyton being stuck in this room together, and they absolutely can't stand each other.
Yeah.
I was hopeful that it would resolve their issues.
And it
though.
did.
And it
It
did.
did.
It was kind of
It
necessary
was
for
really
this to
drawn
happen.
out, though.
Yeah,
It
Yeah.
was drawn out.
So it starts off with, you know, they're kind of all on different sides. Peyton shows up to the game with Mia. And then they spot Lindsay talking to Brooke, showing off the ring. And
Yeah.
Peyton's telling Mia, okay, that's who we hate. Like, that's...
Right.
That's
and
our
she's
enemy
trying
over
to
there.
steal my best friend.
Yeah.
Nobody
you know.
else we hate but just her.
Yeah, just her, you know. And so then they walk off, and then they end up in the library. They're hanging out because she's like, don't you want to see where I got shot and bled all over the place? And
Yeah.
Mia's like, yeah, totally, like, so into it. And I like their relationship. I like their relationship because it's kind of like Peyton's like an older sister to Mia.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
see.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
and,
she's like showing her the ropes.
yeah.
And yeah, she's...
Well, also her music video is kind of taking
oh, yeah,
place
that was
Oh,
how
yeah,
the
we've
episode
got
it.
started.
Yeah, they're doing
a
the
Tree
music
Hill
video.
High School
And at
That
setting.
was cute.
During commentary, you guys are like, "Oh my God, is it a musical episode?" Because it starts off with like Mia
We
singing.
wanted
in
him.
this, yeah.
And then it kind of ended up
It
being a
kinda
musical
does later on.
episode.
Still hoping for it.
yeah, and then they're in this library, and then Brooke and Lindsay and Haley are walking by, and they only see Mia through the little window in the door. They walk in because they think, "Oh, hey, it's Mia," and there's Peyton swooping out of the
like,
the
"Oh."
shelves, and it just the shit hits the fan right away.
Yeah.
And it's just, why do you think Peyton is being such a bitch?
She's very
upset.
She's upset and she's jealous. And
Yeah.
has probably
And
so
she still
many
loves
emotions.
Lucas.
She still loves
Exactly.
Lucas, exactly.
Mhm.
So she's just jealous. She's like,
Yeah.
she just kissed him, and he kissed her back.
Yeah.
And they had this moment.
Everything is
and
very fresh.
It's very fresh.
Yeah.
She's I love Peyton, but she was super childish to me in this
Well,
episode.
Lindsay was too.
And Lindsay
Well,
was
yeah, I was
too.
gonna say Lindsay was also drunk, so I feel like she said a lot more than she probably
True.
would
Yeah,
have if
Lindsay
she
was
sober.
also retaliating. She was defending
Right,
herself.
because
Yeah.
Peyton just keeps attacking her.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very true.
Which, I mean,
But
again,
I mean,
like,
what
totally
girl
get
wouldn't
it.
do that in her situation?
Yeah.
Yeah.
True.
It is true.
I don't know if I would. I don't know. That's me. Like, I don't know if I would let them know that, like, I'm jealous.
Yeah,
and
I wouldn't.
Things, you know,
Right.
I wouldn't.
Either.
But this
Yeah.
is a different
that's what,
situation.
who says it to Peyton? Someone said, you usually take the high road. Was it Brooke?
That was Brooke.
Or-
That was
yeah.
Brooke.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Brooke said that to her, and she's like, I'm just so done.
Yeah,
I'm done
she's like,
taking
I'm
the high
done.
road.
I'm done with this.
You know.
It's
Well, this is
tiring.
the
It's
ultimate. I mean,
exhausting.
the love of her life is getting married to another woman.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
And that other woman is stuck in a library
Yeah.
with her. Like,
Yeah.
And they're not on good terms.
and they're not on good terms.
Although I think that Peyton took a really cheap shot when she brought her dad into it, though.
Oh
yeah.
yeah. Oh god, that part.
That was
I mean,
bad.
granted, she didn't
She
know.
didn't.
It's not like she knew that her father died and she brought up the dad. Kind of like when Brooke,
Brooke
was
did
like,
that,
"Oh,
yeah.
you're two dead moms," like, But and she did instantly feel like horrible,
Remorse,
which
yeah.
then led to them
actually having a moment.
having a moment, hashing it out. But Logan on Twitter has a little, excerpt about this and wants to know. In OTH world, Peyton gets a lot of hate. Are you okay over there, Caitlin?
Yep, I'm good.
Okay, there was just some rustling, so just making sure you're all right. In OTH world, Peyton gets a lot of hate for that library scene, that one scene. Maybe I just love Peyton, but I totally disagree. I think it was a very difficult time for her, and she acted out. She obviously very much regretted it. To me, it was very much out of character for her, as Peyton has always seemed to care for others a lot, and I think everyone can say they've had one of these moments they're not proud of. I definitely don't hate her because of it. What do you guys
Yeah,
think?
No.
I don't either.
No.
I don't hate her.
absolutely agree.
Hate
Logan.
is never a word that I would use towards her. I did, in the beginning, she did bother me. I did feel that she was being childish. I wanted her to take the higher road and, like, not apologize, but just be respectful towards Lindsay. Like, Lindsay's the new girl in town,
Yeah.
literally. And she's trying to make friends and be who Lucas fell in love with. So it's like, but then when Peyton apologized, I was like, okay, we're back to old Peyton. Like, you knew that you did wrong. You knew that you were out of line. So
Right.
I felt better.
Yeah.
But yeah, in the beginning, I was like, oh, please just shush.
Yeah.
It's hard though, because it's not like Lucas fell in love with this girl that no one knows. She's now in their friend group.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very
She has
close
to hang out
home.
with her.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
And I'll never, like I said, and Logan knows, I love Peyton.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
This is just another side of Peyton and how
Yeah.
she was reacting. And no, I don't hold
Yeah.
this against.
No, I won't.
Peace
I don't
Sawyer.
hold it against her.
Yeah. What do you think, Kaylin?
I still love Peyton. Like, she's one of my favorite characters.
Yeah.
And I think that she, she was jealous, but then I think she kind of realized that how she was acting when Lindsay brought up the book and how she always admired that Peyton.
Yeah.
And this isn't the Peyton that she was, that I think really hit her. And I was
Yeah.
like,
Lindsay made really good points there, and I was happy that she was being the bigger person to me.
Yeah.
And she was saying all the right things and saying, like, this is not the Peyton that I know or I want to get to know. And then Peyton was like, oh, yeah.
Yeah. And throughout this whole scene, I realized I really do feel bad for Lindsay.
Oh, I feel
Yeah.
terrible.
It's
and the
an
whole,
awful
we
situation
didn't even talk
to
about
be in.
the ring.
Yeah,
We'll get into, like, the
Yeah.
ring situation.
Oh my God. The
Because
ring.
this is, I feel terrible for Lindsay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In
I mean,
so many levels.
Yeah.
There's so much.
she's like the outsider
Yes,
who is
exactly.
now, she's been accepted by everyone except for Peyton. And Peyton is this character in this book, this person that's like real, and she always rooted for her, and
Yeah.
she always wanted, Lucas and Peyton to, be a thing and survive and become this love story, but it doesn't happen.
Right. And
And
she
then-
says that she's like, we're making our own chapter
Yeah.
now. Like this is
Yeah.
Lindsay and Lucas chapter, and we fell in love, and we're getting married, and we,
Yep.
you know, you're unfortunately not part of that anymore.
Yeah.
and you need to
Yeah.
move on.
Right.
And I think Peyton knows that.
Yeah.
She did. You know, last podcast episode when we watched 7 and 8, Peyton says it to Lucas.
did.
Yeah.
You know, you need me to move on, so I'm gonna move on.
I'm gonna move on.
But
So hard
she's-
to work
Yeah.
through.
Of course.
You know.
And so
I mean,
she's
she-
slowly
Yeah,
making
she's-
her way.
And she says that to Luke,
Yeah.
but then she's just being an uber bitch
Yeah.
to Lindsay.
Not
Which I
good.
think the icing on the cake was when she did bring up the ring, which Logan also mentioned with the very same ring. Oh, yes, he did. Take that, Lindsay. So clearly Logan is on Team Peyton.
Okay, but,
But,
does Peyton, because Brooke said it to Peyton, Peyton now knows that that was supposed to be her ring.
Peyton,
But Peyton
yeah.
knows it as Karen's ring as
Right.
well.
Yep.
Yeah.
So she knows,
Well, that-
and she said it to Lindsay, like, you should feel honored because this was Keith's ring for Karen.
Yeah.
And Lucas was, you know, you're lucky enough for him to give that to you.
Yeah.
And so, is Peyton still thinking, well, that also was supposed to be my ring?
No, Peyton knows.
Yeah.
She knows that that ring was used to be proposed, like that Luke used that ring to propose to her. And then she lied to Lindsay.
Right. She's
saying-
trying to
Yeah.
make Lindsay
Feel
feel
better.
better,
Exactly.
which is
Right.
she's taking the higher road again. I'm proud of her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And,
So
yeah, so she's taking the high road and she takes it back. And you just see this, like, look of relief, hit Lindsay's face
Yeah.
when she finds out that, quote unquote, that wasn't the same ring, but
Yeah.
really it is.
she's trying to save her.
I think
save
in the
her-
back of Lindsay's mind, she knows it is, but she knows that Peyton's just trying to make her feel better.
yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, God, it's just such a shitty situation.
And maybe also
It
the
really
saying,
is.
yeah, and maybe saying, you know, the fact that yes, it was Keith's ring. It's such a special ring in itself.
Yeah.
That depending, it doesn't matter whoever he proposed to.
it's a special.
It's a
special.
special,
And I
right.
think coming from Peyton, having Peyton say that to
Yeah.
Lindsay, Lindsay's like, okay, maybe
Solidifying
this,
it.
exactly. This is making me feel a little better,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and that
Yeah.
I'm more secure in my relationship with Lucas. Like that, we maybe won't have to worry about Peyton as much.
Right.
I think it was interesting how I think it was like somewhere in the middle where Mia brought up the idea about saying compliments about each other. And
Yeah.
then when they got to Lindsay talking about Peyton, she's like, I'm intimidated by you because I
Yeah.
read this book that's basically a love letter to you.
Yeah.
And I just thought that was really interesting.
Yeah, I'm glad that Lindsay said that. Lindsay, a time and time again in this episode, has brought up the fact that she is threatened by Peyton,
Yeah.
and then they do have a lot of history, and she was rooting for her. Like,
Yeah.
Lindsay, I really saw a good, like a different, not a different side of her, but a side that I really liked about her, and I
Right.
think she is definitely a person that Lucas should be with, and honestly, and maybe he should marry her.
Do you think
As-
it's gonna happen?
I love Leighton,
Oh,
but I
yeah.
feel like I do feel it more than I did that
Yeah.
they should be, that Lindsay and Lucas
Yeah.
should be together.
Jade on Twitter said, I love that Peyton and Lindsay were forced to face their feelings and let it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were. I mean, literally, they were locked in this library together, and I think they let out everything that they had to get out, like frustrating wise. Like they
it's
just
all been pent up.
they all they just blew up on each
Especially
other.
for Lindsay, because she's haven't been thinking about this so heavily
Yeah.
and knowing that all of this is coming back to Lucas and Peyton has, little does she know, Peyton has said all she needed to say to Lucas already.
yeah.
Yeah.
And Lindsay doesn't, I don't know if she'll know that.
And
but-
then, and Haley tells Peyton about the fact that
when they became friends.
when they
and-
became friends and lets her know all about that. So, I don't know. So, do you guys think Peyton and Lindsay are going to be okay now? They're just going to be?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do.
I think that they'll be like civil, but I don't think they'll be really close friends anymore.
Yeah.
Oh no,
Yeah,
I
yeah, yeah.
I never
Yeah, yeah,
foresee
yeah.
them to be any type of
Any type
friend,
of friends.
but acquaintances where they could be civil to each other, be in the same room, not make it
Right.
awkward for everyone else to have to kind of worry about them and fighting. So
Yeah.
I think that's the last of we'll see of that, and
Yeah.
I think they're both going to take the higher road. I think that Peyton is going to let this go.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously internally she's not going to, but
Right.
externally in front of everyone she's going to make it like
she's
she's
not going to
okay.
be such a bitch anymore.
Yeah, I'm glad.
But
I don't like bitchy Peyton.
Yeah, speaking of friends, though, can we give a little shout out to Tim? Tim makes
Oh, we
Oh,
were the
man.
commentary guys. We were screaming.
I know. I was like, "Oh, here it comes! They're ordering the pizza. Here
It
it,
was
comes!"
so
I was
awesome
so
to
excited.
see
He
Tim.
looks exactly the same.
Exactly
He
the same.
does. I'm
And
so excited
he has
to see Tim.
he has a son, and he named him
Nathan.
I would have said Lucas, because he's blonde, but he looks like Lucas.
He
but
names
names
him Nathan.
And you just see Oh my god, I love Haley's
I love
face.
Haley's
Haley
face.
just looks at him really confused, and then inches away from him, like, because Tim was always obsessed.
He
with
always
Nathan.
loved Nathan. Yeah.
Oh god,
that
it
was
really
really
fun.
awesome.
And
to
I
see
guess Tim lives local.
Yeah, I mean he's delivering pizzas.
Why can't he?
I
be
guess he
back
came
in the
back to
group?
Tree Hill after he went to like that
Oh,
vocational
Oh,
school or
yeah.
something. What
Mhm.
kind of school he went
Yeah.
to?
Yeah.
Yes, so that was funny.
And
that
then
was
it
awesome.
And then at the end, of course, he knew how to get out of there the whole time, but he missed.
He
his
missed
friends.
them. Plus, it gave the girls the opportunity to talk
Yeah.
their emotions out
Yeah.
and feelings.
And why not be locked in the library with all those ladies?
Right, of
know,
course.
right?
That's an awesome thing for a guy.
Yeah.
So.
Tim.
Tim.
Oh,
it was
I
good to
loved
see him.
it.
It was awesome.
It
That
was really
was
good
great.
to see.
My
him.
heart just kind of like broke though when he was like, "I missed you guys.
I
Nobody
know.
ever keeps in
Yeah.
touch," and I was like, "Oh."
I know, it's so sad.
Why can't Tim come around?
Yeah,
Just
right.
a little bit.
Like I feel bad because like Nathan and Tim were like so close in high school, and then after high school, he just kind of like ditched him. And
Yeah.
I was like, I need Nathan and Tim. Like I need a scene now of the two of them
A
again.
spin-off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Like a buddy cop.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
a buddy cop
They
movie.
had a funny relationship.
Yeah.
And then we have a moment in the library also with Brooke when they all kind of start ganging up on Brooke about
Yeah. She's having mommy
Victoria.
issues.
Yeah, with her mom, and she keeps repeating, "You don't understand what happened. You don't understand how it went down." Do you guys have any predictions what she's talking about? Is it a specific thing that might have happened,
I
or
don't
just
know.
in general?
I didn't really get it like
No,
that.
I
I
didn't
kind of
either.
just thought Brooke is always wanting that love and
Yeah,
attention from her
like she
mother, and the
explains
girls
that.
don't understand that. That unfortunately their relationship is very strained. They have a different relationship.
Yeah.
and her showing
But she
her.
strives for her mom's love
Yeah,
Mhm,
exactly.
exactly.
It's an attention thing. She needs her mother's attention, and the girls
and her approval.
don't
Yeah.
understand that.
Yeah. I mean,
It's
and
sad.
she brings up the fact that none of them really had mothers around. Haley's mom was
Right.
there for a little bit, but then she took off. Peyton's, both of hers passed away. So, they didn't really have their moms around, but she brings up the fact, like, if they had the chance, wouldn't they do anything
Right.
or
Even
suffer
though
through any whatever?
Victoria is
Yeah.
is what her name is. She's a bitch and she's cold-hearted,
Yeah.
but she's still
Yeah.
I love
Brooke's
that.
mother,
Yeah.
though.
Yeah.
That's still someone's
Yeah.
mother.
It is, yeah.
As terrible as she may be to her, she's still her mother,
And
and,
she
that's
did,
what
and-
Brooke keeps focusing
And Brooke
on.
says, my mom got me to where I am.
Yeah, she helped
today.
me become
Yeah.
successful. Yes, it was my ideas, but without her knowledge and her skills, then I wouldn't
Yeah.
have been where I am right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she really appreciates that. But, Victoria has a really
It's
funny
difficult.
way of showing
Yeah.
her love and appreciation for her own daughter.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just sad.
it is.
And the
I
girls
feel
don't
like
understand it.
it's gonna come to bite Brooke in the butt though.
Well, yeah, I don't know if her and Victoria's business deal will really last for very long. I don't know how much more she can take. Or she says to Victoria, hey, this needs to be done. You need
Yeah.
to be my mother.
Yeah.
She's-
And
Yeah.
maybe she
said
will
that.
be.
Right.
You know?
She did.
And she goes, whatever.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that dream
I was
sequence.
watching the episodes at the beginning of the season, and I was just like, and then I'm like, why can't she just tell her mom, this is my company?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I'm doing it my way. Sorry, I just slammed on the table.
That's
The
okay. You're
That's
frustration.
what all the
Yeah.
characters are asking her, though.
Right.
Why aren't you dropping your mother? Why aren't
Yeah.
you,
You created
you did
this.
this yourself. All the
Yeah.
girls went around in a circle and were kind of like, well, Brooke, you did the designs. Haley was like, you were sitting with me and Peyton when you made up this clothing line.
Right.
You did this yourself. You don't need your mother. And
Yeah.
Brooke's still just like,
Brooke's but she's the one that
She
created
has-
the whole,
Yeah.
got it to where it is.
Yeah.
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 She
And
thinks she couldn't have done it on her
with
own.
that. Right.
Yeah.
It makes sense, though.
Yeah. I mean, but it's bitch
Through this
Victoria.
season,
She sucks.
I always wonder, I'm always like, where was Brooke's mom? You know,
Yeah.
in seasons 1 through 4.
Oh, yeah.
And
Yeah.
here she is now.
And you're like,
now
ugh,
that
go
Brooke's
away.
a big celebrity and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now
That's
she appears,
true.
of course. Yeah.
Hmm. Well, we lose the other parents and we bring in Brooke.
Yeah. We don't have the other
So-
ones. Though we want them.
We want them.
Oh God, let's just talk about fucking Nanny Carrie.
Oh.
The worst.
She's the worst.
So
Is this the
This-
the first episode she said she's going away?
She says she
says
got into a
grad.
graduate
she got
program.
it because Nathan is about to tell Haley
Yeah.
what happened, so she comes in and says, "Oh, let me tell her. I'm going
Yeah.
away. Like I got accepted into this
I'm
program
surprised that she said all
Yeah.
that though.
because
She probably knew it was coming.
she probably knows that maybe if Nathan, was able to talk to Haley calmly before anything actually took place."
And maybe
It
that
wouldn't
she
have-
wouldn't be the babysitter anymore. Maybe Carrie thought, okay, maybe this is my opportunity now. It's not like
Right.
mixing business and pleasure. Let me
Yeah.
Just
see
take
if we
all the
can do
pleasure.
this. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and then we have this stupid moment where like Haley hugs her and she's like biting her lip. Looking
Yeah.
at Nathan. I'm like, ugh, go away. The worst.
Yeah.
And then
she was so
um,
two-faced to Haley.
I know.
I knew from the beginning that she was gonna be trouble.
Trouble.
I was
We
just
had a
like,
feeling.
We
We're like,
had a
something's
feeling,
up with
but
this
she
girl.
was so good in the beginning that I was like, oh, okay, this is a really nice situation.
right.
But yeah.
Nope,
Yes.
not so much.
No.
Nope. And I mean, nothing else happens in that episode. The only other thing we didn't touch on was that Nathan tells Lucas about the kiss, and Nathan wants to obviously talk to Haley about
Yeah.
all of it. And then we can just jump right into 10 because episode 10, Running to Stand Still, starts right after the game. It picks up Nathan is taking a shower.
Oh, this was
Ooh.
so
Oh my
much.
God. We saw it come. Well, I mean, I knew, but you guys
No,
saw
we
it
saw
coming.
it coming. We were screaming.
Yeah.
Oh my
And,
yeah,
God.
like no.
No.
Yeah.
The steam of the shower.
I
Well,
mean,
here
we
it goes.
obviously had no complaints
About,
of
yeah,
Nathan
well,
being
Nathan
in the shower.
of
Oh,
course.
no.
But when
Just who
we
joins
just
him.
knew that with the steam that something was going to happen.
And he just
Yep.
spoke with Haley on the phone.
Yeah, and she says, I'm coming home.
Yeah.
I'll be home soon.
And he's like, great, I'm just going to jump in the shower.
And then that
and, yeah.
slutty girl
That
jumps in
skanky-
the shower. And
skanky
he's like,
bitch.
you need to get out right
Yeah,
now.
kicking her out. And of course, Haley
course,
walks in
which
right
we
as they're like,
predicted.
We
as
predicted.
they're both like wrapped in these towels, and it looks like they're like next to each other. and
Yeah, it was not good.
not good.
Oh.
And he's like, tell her nothing happened. She's like, Nathan's in love with me?
Nathan's in love
Love
with
with me.
Oh
Oh,
my God, I was like, this crazy bitch.
Mhm.
Like, and Haley just like grabs her and kicks
Oh my
her
God,
out. Yeah. And
she was
then,
vicious.
Yeah, and then Nathan is kicked out. It's just a bad situation. And then this bitch goes and sees Jamie at school.
Oh.
that was
And-
so bad.
Oh my God! And
And then her pitting Jamie against his
Yeah.
mom.
Yeah.
And he's like,
She's very
Oh,
conniving.
it's awful.
She's
She is
very
conniving.
manipulative.
Yeah, she's
Oh.
like, "Oh, your mommy doesn't really like me, and she's the boss.
I wish you were my son.
I wish you were my kid, and blah blah." Oh my God! And
This
then
poor kid.
And,
Yeah.
and then
Bad.
Jamie gets picked up by Haley, and you can tell he's pissed.
Mhm.
Like this
He's
little
like,
4-year-old's
how come
pissed.
Nanny Carrie had to go away?
Yeah, like why'd she have to go away? She says that
She says that you
want
don't like her.
that you
Mhm.
hate her, and you just see Haley like,
She's
what
like,
do you
how
mean?
do you know
We're-
this?
And Haley realizes, oh my God, this girl went to the school and talked to my
So
son.
then I think at that moment she knew that there was something clearly off about Carrie.
Yes.
Not that, like, yes,
Yeah.
she thought that maybe Nathan and her were canoodling and whatever, but now she knows, like, okay, this bitch is crazy.
Yeah, well, there's
Yeah.
something else.
Yeah.
There's something more going
something
on
more
Something
going
more
on in her.
besides Nathan.
Mhm.
Yeah, and then Carrie comes by the house and just walks in.
Yeah.
She walks in and she's like, "Oh, I'm just here for my stuff." And
Haley's like, it's in the garage with the boxes marked whore.
Leave your key.
Yeah, leave your key. And then they're fighting, slams the door in her face, and Jamie sees and he yells,
I
"I
hate you!"
I hate you!" and runs away. And you're just like,
Oh,
"Fuck."
every mother has that day, I'm
And
sure.
before that, she was tucking him in, and he said, "I wish Nanny Carrie was my mom."
Yeah.
see, I always
That-
wondered, was that like a nightmare or is that actually like
No,
him
that really
saying
happened.
No,
Yeah.
I
I
think
think that
that
really
really
happened.
happened, and that sucks as a
Oh.
parent. I'm
Yeah.
sure.
Could you- I
Yeah.
couldn't imagine that. That would like break my heart.
know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I
Kids
think
said
it
that.
happens
And
a lot.
and
unfortunately.
Haley's doing, she's saying sometimes adults don't get along, or sometimes adults have problems. She should have just said, Nanny Carrie was mean to mommy.
Yeah.
You know?
Be on mommy's side.
Right.
Yeah, because Haley's trying to be a good person
Yeah.
and not twist
Mm.
his vision of Nanny
Her.
Carrie. Just let her, obviously cut her out, but let Jamie believe that she was this nice person in his
Right.
life.
And she was
Yeah.
saying the
You
same
know.
thing about, Nathan. Obviously, she
Right.
had the same thing bad about Nathan.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
his dad,
no,
so-
no.
She was trying to like very gently touch the situation, but then Nanny Carrie just blew it
See,
up.
I feel bad for Nathan, but I also feel like he kind of does deserve this.
Yeah, he didn't prevent
He
it.
always does
Yeah.
this,
He's
though.
awful with communication.
Terrible.
He always has these perfect moments to say, no, this happened, but he always has this
Or just
goofy
even to
stare.
Carrie, like, I don't like you that way. You need to back off.
Yeah.
Stop
He
being
said-
naked in front of me. Stop kissing me.
I mean,
Stop
he
doing
said
these
he
things.
didn't shut down the flirtation.
He didn't do it.
And he didn't bring up the kiss. She said, I hope there's nothing more.
And he should have said, look,
Yeah,
he
he
could have
should've.
said, you know,
she kept flirting with me.
she kept flirting, and she tried to kiss me, and she, you know,
I pulled back.
Classic
right,
Nathan.
right.
But he
Classic
didn't.
But he
Nathan.
just has this goofy stare. And obviously, if my husband looks at me and I say, did you kiss her? And he's just like, like staring. I'm like, obviously, I'm going to think that he's like, yeah, I did. You got to say something. You can't just stare at her like
he
that.
just like freezes.
He
I'm,
freezes.
like,
But it's
you
such a
need to have
typical
communication.
character trait of his.
Yes,
It is.
It
Yeah.
is. He's
He's always done
constantly
that.
leaving things out, and not a lot of times it's unintentional because he doesn't want to hurt her or hurt their marriage, but he doesn't do it in the right way, and he always
He even
just
says-
makes him look like an idiot.
He even said that, though. He said, I always, whenever I keep things from her,
It always ends
up
badly. It's like, okay,
Yeah.
great. And
You're
then
right, he
in the
did say
next
that.
scene, it looked like he was going to say something to her, and then she confronted him, and he just like froze.
Yep.
It's so bad.
It is. And then, so Haley and Nathan eventually decide to talk, and then they obviously send little Jamie outside
Oh,
to play, not
Oh,
upstairs to
the
his
worst
safe
idea.
bedroom.
Worst.
this was horrible parenting. This
Very
is parenting
stressful.
101.
Yeah,
Like,
this is what happens when
What
you
not
have
to
kids.
do when you're a
exactly.
parent.
This is,
Yeah,
I
so
predicted all of it as it was happening. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
this is not
this
going
is
to end
not
well.
good. He's playing basketball near a pool.
Who
and
tells
he's
a 4-year-old to go out and play basketball
Yes.
with no adult supervision in front of a
clearly-
pool?
Clearly, these parents that aren't
Ay.
thinking.
They were too involved, and like rightfully so, but you
Yeah.
know, not good.
Yeah, not good.
Or who puts a basketball hoop right next to the pool?
Right, a kid's basketball.
Right, yeah. Chandler on Twitter
The
says,
logic.
"Oh my God, this episode infuriates me. Something is seriously wrong with Carrie." And then she says,
Yeah.
the ending scene with Jamie falling into the pool while Naley fights always gives me chills."
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was really hard to watch. I
Yeah.
was like really like cringing.
Me too.
Yeah.
It was really upsetting.
And then
Especially when he's floating.
I know.
Oh, that gives me
Oh
chills.
my gosh,
it
my
breaks
heart
my.
stopped.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
just gives.
And then
ugh.
Nathan jumps in and
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, it was bad.
yeah,
And then Haley says, "I want a
I
divorce."
I want a
divorce.
divorce, screaming because she's so frantic and
She's like,
just-
I don't know what else to say. I'm so hurt and angry right now.
Yeah,
My kid
so-
almost just died.
Right.
And then the
Luckily,
look
he's
on
breathing.
Nathan's face.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
was
She
like,
says that.
And he's just like, I'm sorry, and
Yeah.
and Allison on Twitter actually said the ending song is one of my favorites, not the actual ending. Ashes and Wine by A Fine Frenzy.
Fine Frenzy.
Yeah,
It's a good song.
it is a good song. And
Wait, I thought that was last week's episode of Fine
Was it?
Frenzy. Ashes and Wine. Mm-hmm.
am I talking about the wrong episode? Did I
It
pull up
was
the wrong thing?
episode 8.
Was it?
It was episode 8.
Oh, that was 8. I'm sorry. My bad.
But it's still a good song. A Fine Frenzy, girl.
Yeah,
You
it's
got
still
a
a
good
good
taste in
song.
music.
Yeah,
But
that was last week. So, Allison, shout out to you, girl. Wrong episode. What song was playing though at the
I
end?
don't remember
I don't-
now.
I was too fixated.
I
on
know.
the-
It was too.
I don't think I was.
floating in
I
the
was
pool.
too stressed about it.
Yeah,
too stressful.
exactly.
Yeah, I mean they're not gonna kill the kid. Come
No.
on.
No.
But it
Ants,
was
garlic.
yeah.
Smell right now. Ants making pasta.
Aunt, what are you
Yeah,
making?
Ant's making something delicious.
It
Ooh,
smells.
it smells
It's
really
garlic.
good.
Smells amazing.
My husband's cooking right now.
Yeah.
He just came home,
Yeah,
and so that's
It
what we're
smells
smelling.
super
It
good.
smells delicious.
I hope you're gonna share.
Yeah. Chandler wants to know: Is this? Do you guys think this is the end of Carrie?
No. Oh, Carrie.
Carrie,
Oh,
Nanny
no.
Carrie.
I don't think so.
I don't. I think so.
Yeah.
I hope so.
Or we're
I
near
hope
the
so,
end.
but
We're near the end of her.
Yeah. I don't
mean,
think
what
she'll
else
be
can
here
she-
past this
unless
season.
She sees Nathan.
She's gonna
like,
be
"You guys are
psycho, and they're gonna need
divorced."
to get this like
Yeah,
restraining
is
order
she
on
this
her.
season's Psycho Derek?
She's psycho.
Well, she's like
this season.
Nathan's in love with me.
Yeah, she's delusional.
Yeah,
clearly.
She's a little
Yeah.
kooky.
Um.
I don't know. She just doesn't seem like a quitter to me. I feel like she's gonna still
Yeah,
cause
she doesn't
No,
quit.
you're right.
You're right. And
yeah.
especially if she sees him not in the house anymore, or she
Yeah,
hears
she thinks
somewhere,
this is her
you know,
opportune
Yeah, 'cause
time.
they're getting a
he's with
divorce.
Lucas. Yeah.
Obviously Nelly's not going to get divorced,
No.
right, Michelle?
No.
Never know.
You never know.
I mean, if no.
no.
Yeah.
I mean, it would be a good reason,
Yeah.
but, I don't
Yeah.
think so.
Yeah, so, man, we can move on.
What else
to-
happened in this episode?
Hello,
well-
the return of my favorite character ever.
Rachel.
Kidding.
Rachel's back.
On it.
back.
Okay.
Back
I'm just
again.
gonna.
I know you guys don't like her, but I mean, I don't hate seeing her. Even though
honestly,
she's in a
I
shitty-
didn't. I
Really?
didn't
You
mind
don't think
it.
this is a stupid storyline for Brooke to deal with right now?
No, I think we're learning more about Owen.
Yeah. it's
So-
a
well,
little-
that's fine. I
Yeah.
enjoy that.
I think it was interesting how when Rachel was like, "Well, you fired me," then it connects the dots to that's the
Yeah,
one that
the
Brooke
phone
was
call.
talking to at the
Yeah,
beginning of the season.
which we
and,
did
like,
predict that.
Yeah, you guys.
We're fist
predict-
pumping
you guys
in the
have-
air.
Your predictions.
Our
have been
predictions
pretty
are on
good.
point
Doing
for
pretty
season
well.
5.
Yeah, so Brooke takes Owen on this little New York City trip, and they go to one of her, apartments, and they walk in, and it's clear that someone is in there,
and leaving a
Owen-
mess and everything.
Yeah, and Owen goes into like big.
he looked like
beefy
cop
s-
mode,
yeah,
like he
cop
was like
mode.
getting his gun out.
And
Yeah.
they stumble upon Rachel, and she's OD.
Which Michelle and I were like, what the?
Yeah. And
What a turn of the episode.
We did not predict this
No.
at
No,
all.
you
We
didn't see-
predicted it was Rachel because, unfortunately, in the beginning credits, we saw Danielle's name. So we're
Yeah.
like, okay, Rachel will be in this episode, but
Yeah.
not in any inkling that was going to
this
be
was gonna
that
happen.
way.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So. And then Owen brings her into the shower.
Oh my
hits
God,
her,
that
gets
was
her- yeah.
really intense.
It was intense, but he did that because Brooke
Thank you,
eventually
Mark Schwann.
asked. Yeah, thank you, Mark Schwann. He was an addict himself.
Yeah.
And he's a recovering
Yeah.
addict for 8 years, and that's Brooke asked, like, how did you know about how to do that, and how did you know about the dealer coming to the door?
Yeah,
when he
he's like, I've been there,
he,
been there, done that.
slams her- him
Yeah, that
into
was
the-
crazy.
Yeah, he like pretends to be like a tweaked out like
Yeah.
Yeah, I
druggie.
guess because he knew this guy was going
knew.
to be persistent, and
Yeah.
she did owe him money,
Yep.
and he
Right.
knew that he wasn't going to leave, and especially he would be
Until-
worried if Brooke and Rachel were there by themselves,
Yeah,
or
he knew
Yeah.
he
God
had
forbid
to-
this guy comes to the door again. So,
So
I mean, the way he went about it was interesting. I didn't expect that, but I'm glad that he got this guy out of their business.
out of
and
the way.
I'm glad we're learning more about Owen. I like his character. I
I
like
do
his
too.
banter
I
with
like
Brooke.
his character. I'm liking Brooke. I
I-
just don't know why we have to have her back. I'm sure I'll enjoy the storyline,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, it didn't bother me for them.
Yeah.
I think
for the
that
time being.
I think that Brooke made a mistake at the end when Rachel's like, "Don't leave me. I
Yeah.
don't want to go to
Yeah.
rehab." Like,
She's
and
like,
then
"No, you're
Brooke's like,
coming
"You're
home
coming
with
with
me."
me."
Yeah.
me too.
Yeah.
Horrible mistake.
Not
Right.
a good choice. She should have brought her to rehab. I mean, that's what
It's
Owen
the hardest
said to
thing
do.
you have to do.
Yeah, but that's
to be
what's
a loved
best.
one on the outside of someone who has addiction,
Yeah.
and you have
Yeah.
to do
It's
this.
Very true.
So
Right.
she was following her heart, and she didn't want to hurt her
again.
Yeah,
'cause she
again.
abandoned her the
Yeah,
first time.
she fired
Yeah.
her, and she
Yeah.
hasn't been a good friend to her
Yeah.
in
I
the past
can't
couple
wait
of years.
until the rest of the group sees her.
Yeah.
I
I like Rachel. I like Rachel in small doses. So
Yeah.
if she was a lot at once, a couple of
know,
seasons
I
back, a
know.
lot at once. I'm hopeful that we're gonna get it in small doses, and it won't be
Yeah.
as painful.
I'm hoping she's not as much of a bitch as she was in high
Yeah,
school.
I don't.
Yeah.
I see
It'll be
her.
interesting though if she comes back and if Owen asks, "How's your friend doing?" Is Brooke gonna lie
Yeah.
and be like,
Yeah.
"Oh, I'm taking care of her," and Owen's
And do you
gonna
think
be
that's
like,
going to
"No."
affect
Yeah, I
them?
do. I
It's
think it's going to
possible.
affect their
Right.
budding relationship.
Yeah.
It's like she's got to go to rehab.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she
and
clearly needs
especially if maybe he does know that Rachel's back and he's not approving of it, but he still ends up dating Brooke, and then Rachel's a bad influence on him or something.
True.
Like, that's not going to be a good situation.
Yeah.
And is she living with
I guess
Brooke and
she'll
Peyton,
be.
I guess?
Jeez.
I mean,
I didn't
all,
even think
yeah,
about
all we
that.
see is that, you're coming home with me, so she's bringing her to Tree Hill. Yeah, so we'll see how that goes down. Jade on Twitter wants to know, do you girls see a future with Brooke and Owen?
Future?
I
I
mean-
see a future as far as this season future.
Yeah, same
I don't know
here.
about future.
Future.
Yeah.
I don't think he's gonna put a ring on it.
No.
He doesn't seem like that kind of a guy that's
No.
ready to settle down yet.
No, I
Yeah.
don't. I agree. I think he's very intrigued with Brooke, and he's learning more
Yeah,
about her.
he-
He keeps saying, "What's under the clothes, Brooke Davis?"
Yeah,
and he
what's
wants to
under-
get to know the real Brooke.
Yeah.
I think it will be a while if they were ever to be really serious like
Yeah.
that.
Agreed.
But I like it.
No, I do too.
I like Brooke when she's with him.
Mm-hmm.
She seems to open up more, and vice versa with him. I think he opens up with her. So I like it.
Yeah, no, it's
No complaints so
entertaining.
far?
Yeah, no complaints.
I like this love interest the best for her out of anyone she's ever been with on this show.
Yeah.
I mean,
because it's not the guy fawning over Brooke.
Yeah.
It's kind of the other way around.
She has
Yeah.
to work
And
really
she's
hard
working
for this.
for it, and
It's a game, though.
It's a game.
You know?
It's a cat and mouse chase
Exactly.
on both sides.
Yeah.
We can move on to Peyton. This episode, it's refreshing for her to be dealing with something else other than Luke.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
she's dealing with
'cause,
Mia
the
and the record
executive
label.
comes.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yep. So John comes from LA because he's after Mia, and because she's going viral on MySpace.
MySpace.
And you know, and
I remember those days.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, right.
And you know, he says you can't handle her. You're not going to get her where she needs to be. You're too small. You know, you don't have what it takes.
Right.
And you know, Peyton questions herself a little bit, and she says, you know, maybe Mia, you should go with him. He can get you to where the best place you can be.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like they're going back and forth. And then we have this scene where Mia walks in on them talking about it.
Yeah.
And it's like this whole fight. And
They trick the audience to make it think that
yeah.
Peyton and Mia are having a fight, which Michelle and I were like, oh, we kind of predicted that they were faking it.
Yeah,
Staged.
they staged
Yeah.
it. And they
I
got
didn't
it.
think it was staged.
Yeah, I
actually
didn't
thought
think
they
so
were really
either.
mad at each other.
Yeah. I didn't.
I'm glad, obviously, that they weren't.
Right.
Yeah. So they were. It kind of put John in a spot where neither of them have Mia now, and Mia's just out there floating. So they decide, okay, let's work together. So they kind of both get, you know,
Smart.
Yeah. So you know they get that big push that they need,
Right.
but she's still under Peyton and Red
And she
Bedroom
has
Records.
all of her own
Rights
rights,
to her
to
music.
everything,
Yeah.
which is really
So
important.
it's the perfect deal for
Yeah.
for
Perfect
Mia.
balance.
Red Bedroom Records.
Mhm. Yep.
Okay, that's the first time they name dropped it. Michelle
Yeah.
and I kind of
Do
knew
you
it because we were
remember I,
snooping a little
panned
bit.
it when
Yeah.
I was in Wilmington. I saw it, and I
You're
even
like,
made note, and
yeah.
I was like, "Listen, I'm pretty sure this is a record label. We just don't know it
We
yet."
don't know it yet. I
Yeah.
saw it actually when we were buying the stickers for our Patreon.
Oh, I saw
Yeah.
that too.
We saw
yeah.
it, and I was like, I'm just gonna pretend like I didn't
Yeah.
see it.
Yeah.
But it's not obviously something big.
No.
It's
but
not a big deal. Yeah.
now
Yeah.
we know that that's what her record label is called. It's
I like
cool.
it.
I like it.
And Mia's heading off to open up for Ryan Adams tomorrow.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Tomorrow
so-
in Texas or something it was.
So-
right?
Houston.
Oh, Houston, yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, it was a good.
No,
nice-
I'm happy
Yeah.
for that.
Yeah. it
I'm
was-
glad for Mia.
And I'm
I'm
glad
glad
for
for
Peyton.
Peyton.
Yeah, her
She's
first
getting
big
her
artist.
foot in the door.
Mhm.
She's putting herself out there.
Yeah.
So hopefully more artists will come.
Yeah.
And Red Bedroom Records will flourish. Exactly.
Yeah. And Rachel wasn't the only person we saw.
I was just gonna say, let's talk about the
Who else
elephant in
did
the
we
room.
see? We haven't
saw
seen in a while.
Dan!
I'm like, oh wait, I'm like, no, we saw Tim.
Michelle's face is like, wait, who?
Wait, Tim?
Oh, shit.
We missed
Yeah,
Dan.
Dan.
Dan. We see
I did
Scruffy
miss
Dan.
Dan.
It was
Dan
nice.
I did
is
too.
up for parole.
Yeah, he's up for
Which
parole
is
because
crazy to me.
you know
It's been 5 years.
Yeah,
is
for
perfect
killing
murder.
someone.
Yeah, no-
Who
yeah.
spends 5 years in jail for
Yeah.
killing their
For
brother?
killing
Yeah.
their brother.
Point blank.
Point blank in the chest.
But 5 years is enough. time.
Premeditated. You know, all the good things.
Yeah, so
5 years.
Yeah, we see this parole meeting. It's Dan speaking about himself and how he wants to be a good father and how he regrets the choices he's made and he wants to be a better man, blah 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 blah. And then we have the two boys, we have Lucas and Nathan, and they are sitting there listening to this. And Nathan doesn't say anything, but Lucas stands up and gives his speech.
He's like,
about-
no, this is not going to happen.
He has a dark heart. He killed the only father figure I've ever had. All of this stuff, and he ends it with, you know, his two sons haven't even ever visited, not even
Yeah.
once. And then Nathan, of course, is just sitting there.
He's like,
"Mm."
another thing I
Actually.
kept.
Another moment. where
Another
Nathan
moment.
said-
Another
Exactly.
classic Nathan.
Another
Yeah,
classic,
Nathan.
And
Classic
then
Nathan.
you just see it, and then it cuts. Well, because the guy says,
The guy's like, well, actually.
actually,
Of course.
Nathan, you visited him recently.
Yeah.
And then it cuts to them in the car, and Lucas is just shaking his head like, Nathan.
And we were all shaking our
our
heads.
We're all like,
It was
it's
so
such
funny.
a Nathan move.
Luckily, they rehashed that. I mean, we patched it up quickly.
Yeah, it
Where I was
wasn't like
glad
a
that they didn't
Yeah.
prolong that, and
He's
because,
like, "You
especially
need to
because
go
he's
work on
fighting
your
with
wife."
Haley. Exactly.
Yeah.
He's like, that's more important.
Right. And yeah, I mean, so and then we have the hearing and they're about to make their decision.
What's your prediction,
What's your
Michelle?
prediction? Is he getting out or is he staying in?
I don't know. The first show wise, I could see him getting out for
Me too.
drama, even though I don't agree with it. 'cause
Right.
It doesn't
Yeah.
make sense.
Exactly.
but
That's
Yeah,
what
I think I'm more
think
siding
so.
with like Lucas on this, and
Absolutely.
I feel like Dan saying that was just him smooth talking like he always does.
Yeah,
you
and
know,
Lucas says that. Don't believe anything he says.
Yeah.
He's very conniving.
He's very smart.
He's very persuasive.
He's very
persuasive.
good, Yep.
yeah.
Which he
definitely
is.
He
Totally
is.
He
is.
is.
Snake in the
He
grass.
is.
Yeah.
Especially, and Nathan knows that time and time again.
I
Lucas, he has a good way of handling Dan, especially, like, I guess, like, internally, like, knowing that he's full of shit.
Yeah.
But Nathan has a harder time. I mean, Nathan has a hard time with a lot of emotional things like that in general.
Yeah.
But when it comes to his father,
This
it's
season
like
is
always
just not
Nathan.
Nathan's season.
No,
No.
it's not.
It
No.
begins with that goddamn hair.
Yeah.
and
Oh.
The
When they did
hair.
the flashback, we were like,
It's
oh
not gonna be
no.
his- Yeah, the hair.
that hair
And
was
we
a
don't need to
hot
see
mess.
that again.
He
Yeah.
literally looked like the Beast from Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah, he did
when...
look like Beast.
Or that he should be in a metal band or something.
Yeah, it was not
yeah,
flattering.
and the middle part, yikes, that was bad.
But glad
Wasn't
he,
it-
he got his hair
Yeah.
cut.
Was it in one of these episodes where Jamie was worried about his dad becoming his old self?
Yeah,
again?
yeah, he
He's
did
become
say that.
sad again.
He's like, oh, because he was like, where's Daddy? Oh, is he gonna be sad again? And Haley's just looking at him like, shit.
Yeah, he is going to be sad
know,
again.
I mean, do you
Especially more now than ever because
Well,
they're going to
yeah.
quote unquote get
do you
divorced.
think
So.
Nathan's gonna spiral
Yeah.
back, or do you think he's gonna try to?
I don't
figure
think
it
I
out?
hope not.
I don't
Yeah.
hope. I hope not either.
Yeah.
He's come too far.
Yeah,
he has.
exactly.
I think he's going to do his damn hardest to make
Yeah,
Haley
to
forgive
make it-
him,
to
make it
fix
up
it.
to her.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they've been through too much already.
They need
so.
to probably go to couples therapy.
Oh my gosh, what a thought.
What a thought, right? Therapy? I mean, all these
Tree Hill
characters.
has
all
got
need
to
to
have
have
therapists.
They do. They have the
Therapy.
one that Dan went to. Dan was the only one that went to a therapist and admitted
You're
that he
right.
killed his brother.
Oh yeah.
Yet nothing was done about it.
Well, yeah, because because he said that, but then
It was metaphoric.
It was metaphoric.
Metaphoric.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. He
But it
covered
wasn't really.
But it wasn't really.
That's
he,
right.
He actually did kill him.
Right.
Fuck.
Otherwise, I guess, if they weren't all so messed up, we wouldn't have a television show.
that's
so-
true.
true.
This would be a boring ass show.
It would be a boring show.
Like Dawson's Creek. I'm sorry, I had to put a little jab. I tried. I couldn't watch that show. But yeah, I mean, and the only other little thing we didn't mention was Q.
Yeah, I
and
was
his
gonna
cast.
mention that.
Yeah, so he.
Q was sweet. What he was last episode was with
Yeah, he was
Jamie.
very
He
good
was
with
warming
Jamie.
up. The guys he seems to like the adults more. He's respecting
Well,
them
they
more.
made their agreement. He just
Yeah,
has to
they got that
work
under
on Les
control,
Mis
and
and
now
he can play.
unfortunately he has a fracture.
Yeah.
Yep.
and he has to wear a cast,
But then
and
he
he can't
cuts it
play.
off. But then he cuts it off.
and then he cuts it off.
because he had that moment with Nathan.
He's
and
like,
Nathan,
hell no, I want to get a scholarship. So
Yeah, and Nathan was saying, I regret not really enjoying it. It
took
happened
it
so
for
quick.
granted.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you just see Q like, okay, I have to do this.
Power through it.
Uh-huh.
This
What do
is
you-
him enjoying it.
yeah,
Yeah.
What do you think about Q, Kaylin? Is he annoying to you?
At first I was just like, he reminded me so much of season 1 Nathan.
Right.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And like season 1 Nathan bugged me so bad because
Oh,
I was
yeah.
like,
He's the
dude,
worst.
why you gotta be a dick all the time?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
And
that's-
so, but I'm starting to warm up to Q, and I really like him. so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was
Agreed.
really
Come
cute
around.
with Jamie.
Exactly. When
I love
seeing
that.
him with Jamie, I was
think
like,
I started
okay.
to really like him when him and Jamie started interacting, and then
Yeah.
he brought out a softer side of him.
Exactly. Yeah.
Right.
It
And
was
he
sweet.
defended Haley in the last episodes
Yep.
at the
Yeah.
club with K-Fed. And,
Yeah.
Yeah, that was interesting.
yeah. But yeah, so we'll see what happens with Q. Do you guys have any predictions? One thing we didn't mention.
Yes.
Lucas did say, I'm getting married next week.
Next week.
Will we have a wedding?
Yeah.
I think we'll have a wedding, but I don't know if it's gonna fully go on.
happen.
Yeah.
What's going to be the reasoning?
Mhm.
I still don't think Lucas is ready. I don't know if he's supposed to be with Peyton. Besides the whole Peyton factor, I just don't know if
Yeah.
he should be getting married.
I think it's Lindsay. I honestly think that she's just gonna be fed up with this whole because you can
I
still
could
see
see
the
that
chemistry
too.
between
Her-
Lucas and Peyton.
Yeah, especially in the library. I mean, I know Peyton solidified it, but I can
Yeah.
see her being like, I can't really do this.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't foresee
can't
them
live with the
breaking up
fact.
because Lucas did it. I think
Yeah.
Well, and I
Lindsay's
mean,
going to do
and
it.
Lucas has already been Lucas and Peyton are like the worst characters when it comes to relationships because they're always like kissing each other.
Yeah, oh my
Yeah.
God. I know, that's like the thing. They always kiss each other when they're not supposed to.
When they're not
They
supposed to.
find each other.
But
They're
then
like
when they're together,
magnets.
things go wrong.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They have a very magnetic chemistry.
They do.
Their
Yeah.
connection is very prominent, and unfortunately, anyone that gets involved with that is kind of like fuck from
Yeah,
the start.
like Brooke said,
Like
you don't want to
Brooke,
be in
you don't
want to
be in between that.
Yeah.
The Lucas and Peyton.
But yeah.
Do you
so
think we're gonna see? I mean,
Is Dan gonna get out and go to the
well,
wedding?
not
Dan
even
gonna be at
that.
this
Karen.
Karen,
is Karen gonna show up?
She
Is
wrote.
Dan gonna
You
show
know,
I miss
is Lil.
Karen. I
Me
really we need a
too.
Karen Nugget.
Yeah.
And Lily.
Yes.
We need to
exactly.
see Lily.
We
Karen
keep getting
nuggets.
these
Exactly.
nice
We haven't
postcards.
met 4-year-old Lily.
No, we
we only
haven't.
saw baby Lily. Like,
Yeah.
this is not
Yeah,
fair.
We saw her in the the little dream that she had of her
Right.
and Pete
Right.
and
Right.
Lily, but we don't really get to see her.
Yeah, I would love for Karen to make an appearance.
I mean, I don't
At
think
least
she's
for a
really
wedding-
coming back,
Me
but
either.
at least
but
just come
just
back
for
for
the
the
one
wedding.
episode,
Yeah.
or like
What's
5
the,
minutes.
What's the excuse we're gonna get? Oh, I couldn't get a
She's-
flight
she
home.
couldn't get a flight. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's too hard to come
It's
back.
too
Your
hard.
son's getting married.
Right.
Like to
Where
me,
exactly is she anyway?
She's
Venice.
travel. Yeah,
Yeah,
travel-
her
she's
postcard
right now.
was
Is
right.
she's in
Venice.
Venice. Yeah, she was like in Ireland, and
Yeah.
every time they get a
So
postcard somewhere
she
different.
knows that he's getting married because she
I know.
congratulated him in the postcard.
and said,
so
"Do you need a flower girl?"
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lily
They
wants
did
to be.
say that.
Yeah.
They can't say that and take it back now.
Right.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Schwan.
I was like,
Don't take
Schwan.
it back
I
now,
was like-
Schwan.
Sean, what
Yeah.
you do?
Don't put that. That's right. Don't put that.
I
Unless-
imagine we will be seeing Karen hopefully in the next episodes. I mean, who's not going to go to their only kid's wedding?
Right.
Yeah.
It's her only exactly.
her only adult.
Well, her
child.
only adult child. Yeah.
Her only- yeah, okay, I guess I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
I forgot about Lily.
Lily's not getting married.
You forget
anytime
about her because we haven't met her yet.
soon. Yeah, she's very forgettable because we haven't seen her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So
So in 11 and 12, we're gonna get a wedding. I'm assuming because they're saying
Some
next
kind
week.
of wedding.
Some type of wedding.
yeah.
Whether
I mean, we
it's-
only have 8 episodes left in this season
Holy moly!
because it's a short season because
Right.
of the strike.
18
so,
episodes.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, so Lucas and Lindsay, I think they'll get married.
L squared.
You think they're gonna get married?
Or like right at that moment, like the
Right.
absolute last moment, maybe they won't.
Right.
Maybe
I
she'll
mean-
find out that really the ring was really for Peyton.
Yeah.
Somehow, maybe Lucas will bring it up stupidly or something like that, or
Yeah.
Yeah.
maybe
I
Karen
feel like
will say
Lindsay's
something.
going to ask him about it.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
yeah,
think
like
she's
She
still
just seems
curious.
like that kind of a girl.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, she deserves to ask.
I mean,
yeah.
if you're gonna marry this person, you need to have all doubts aside. Like, you need to have
Yeah.
every single doubt in your mind.
why do we have to
squashed.
get married so soon?
Why do we have exactly? It's
Just a
Lucas. It's
reminder.
rushed.
They are 22 years
Yeah,
old.
they're 22 years
They
old.
Just a
got
reminder.
engaged. It's not even been what, a month?
I know. Well, because he's
Yeah.
trying to rush it.
Oh,
because
that's
he's
right.
Trying to,
That's
he's
right.
like, let's get married soon. Let's
I
do it
forgot
now.
that
Let's-"
was.
You know,
Well,
because
when he said that, I thought maybe they just go out and elope.
Yeah.
That's something.
Yeah,
let's
yeah.
get-
No, let's not do
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. So everything's a mess right now.
As
I-
always.
I hope they don't get married because with all this chemistry going on between him and Peyton, I would hate for them to get married and then for him to be like cheating on
again.
her.
Right. It's a
Cheating.
recipe for disaster.
It is. a recipe
It's
for
always
disaster.
been that way.
Yeah, and so and now we have.
And
the fact-
unfortunately, you know, like the saying, once a cheater, always a cheater, but he literally has cheated on
all of his-
every
yeah,
girlfriend,
all of his
except for
girlfriends.
Peyton.
Yeah.
Except
for
when
Peyton.
he was with
So-
Peyton, he
You're
never
so
cheated on
great.
her. He cheated
Right.
on Brooke
You
and
know,
Lindsay.
it's always
Yeah.
been Peyton. So it's like, why don't you just continue it
Yeah.
to be Peyton? Maybe you won't cheat again.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
What a
I
mess.
mean, but not right away. It can't be. I don't know. I felt like when he broke up with Brooke, there was a solid amount of time for him and Peyton to really develop their
Friendship.
friendship and feelings,
Yeah.
and for her to realize that she loved him, and then he had the epiphany the one time when he realized that he loved her.
Yeah.
Even though she knew the entire time, he took him like forever to realize that one day at the basketball game for him to realize that he
Yeah.
loved her.
It's the confetti.
Well,
Yeah,
he's-
the confetti and her.
Was it the day that she got shot that he had that? Oh, it was the confetti. That's right.
Yeah, it was
He's
at
like,
the
it's you. It's all
state
happening.
championship.
Yep, the
Yeah.
I
state
mean, he
championship.
knew.
And
He just-
so I feel like for him to rush back into Peyton after Lindsay, I don't know if
no,
they'll
I don't.
do that.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
So I think I think the Leighton reunion will be for a couple of.
I have to like bring it back to a couple episodes because I wasn't here, but the episode where they were at Brooke's grand opening, and then
Yes.
he's like, he's not good enough for you,
Oh,
Girl, don't bring that up again. I'm
Yeah.
really.
I know we were all mad.
I just-
that was
Peyton.
wrong.
I didn't have my say on it.
yeah.
yeah.
Go for it.
But I just, like, it bugged me because I was like, dude, like, we get it, but you're with Lindsay and you can't do that to Peyton. And like
That's right.
Peyton said,
Yeah.
it's not fair for you to do that to Lindsay, and it's not fair for you to do that to me.
Yeah, it's very disrespectful.
And I was like, preach it.
Yeah.
You go, girl.
It's
Yeah.
very easy to get mad at Lucas.
It is easy. As
a
good as he is, he's so
He's
sometimes
dense.
stupid. Yeah.
Well, even with Nathan too. Nathan
Yeah.
sometimes just want to slap him upside the head.
they're
Yeah.
Both
yeah,
of
like
them.
with the whole
2
Nana
slaps.
Carey thing,
Yeah.
you're just like, Nathan,
they have
what
good
were you
intentions,
thinking?
but they
Yeah.
don't ever.
Yeah.
It's hard for them when they follow through with their good
Yeah.
intentions.
They don't
It's-
make good choices
No.
sometimes. They want what's
I mean,
best, but
If they made good choices, guys, it wouldn't make for a good show.
There you go.
Obviously.
Exactly.
And the girls,
All those
too.
things. The girls
Human
too.
the girls
beings
too. I mean,
don't
Peyton
make
was such a
great
bitch
decisions.
last episode, so
Agreed. Yeah.
It makes
shall
them a
see.
rounded,
So we
a-rounded human
predict
being.
no wedding.
I also think that Lindsay was a little intimidated by Peyton because I feel like she thinks that Peyton came back for Lucas and was trying to steal him from her.
Oh yeah, she's
absolutely,
definitely
yeah.
intimidated by
That's
her.
been like the ongoing trend in each episode is
Right.
everyone's telling Peyton that she's back for Lucas.
Yeah.
So Peyton then finally had to admit it to herself and everyone
was.
else that she was.
Yeah.
And I mean, she didn't really kind of say it to Lindsay, even though Lindsay realized that
Lindsay
this is
knows,
what.
yeah.
Yeah,
They
she's
all
not
know.
dumb. So
Yeah.
that's why they initially had their beef with each other anyway. So now I think that's squashed
Yeah.
for now.
Yeah, we'll see.
Well,
And I love
Peyton
how we
come
got
to
the
the
little
wedding.
nugget of actually the book being in the episode and them talking about it too.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the library.
That was cool.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah. All right. Well,
That's it for
That's-
both episodes. They were
It's a
a
lot.
lot.
What
What
is
is going
gonna
to happen next week? I don't
yeah.
know.
The next few. I mean, we have 8 more episodes. One of them being the 100th episode.
Which one is the 100th?
It's called the 100. I don't remember what
it's
episode.
towards the end.
Let me
I
see.
think. It was like the 4th to the end or something.
Yeah,
Like that,
it's. I
remember.
think it's either within the next 2 episodes or the next 3.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
it's sooner than I thought.
Yeah, it's pretty soon.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
But yeah, I mean, we might live stream it.
We might.
Ooh.
Someone brought it up on Twitter that we should do a live. Well, I asked. We haven't done a live stream in a while.
We haven't, yeah.
Should we do one? And then I did a poll. Apparently, everyone wants us to do it on Facebook, which
No
totally
problem.
works. And
Yeah.
someone brought it up that we should do it for the 100th episode, which
That's
makes
a
So
good
would
sense.
idea.
we watch the 100th by itself?
By itself.
Yeah, we could do it by itself,
and then
if
we can
want.
watch 17 and 18 together.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
the 100
So we'll,
is
we'll check.
16?
Yeah, I'll look it up and see which episode. I'll look at that up right now. And then we will obviously be posting this on our social media, all the
Yes.
information once we figure it out. But we might be doing a live stream for the big 100th episode,
Awesome.
which is crazy. I can't believe we're almost there.
Yeah.
So let's get on to our Patreon, babes. So, you're right there, Lissy. Oh, you can't find your phone. That's all right. So I'll just do my spiel while you look for it. So Patreon is a really cool site that helps support people that do creative things like podcasts and online content. And we have one. So if you want to support the show, a great way to do it is head over to patreon.com/treehilltalk. And we actually added a new tier, which if you do subscription boxes like Birchbox or Loot Crate, we're putting together one that's all One Tree Hill themed.
Yay!
And if you make a pledge for that tier, which we called the Royal treatment, because you guys know we're obsessed with Royal, and that mystery
Will he
man.
be at the wedding?
Yeah, will he be at the wedding?
He better
be.
He's not.
Our
Going
favorite Scott Royal.
He's not going to be.
Yeah. He's never
He's
coming
never
back.
coming back.
But that's okay. He'll live forever in our hearts in our royal treatment tier. So this new tier, if you go to our Patreon site, all the information's there, but you pretty much get a monthly subscription box with One Tree Hill themed goodies and a
Goodies.
t-shirt and all this cool stuff, plus everything else. So we actually do a pre-show, which is like a mini podcast that we do about all different topics, games, whatever. And we also do commentary and visuals of everything. So there's a lot of content over there behind the scenes. And if you would like to be a guest host like Gwen was last week and Kaylin this week, all the information is over there. And that's a great way to support the show. And you get entered into giveaways. We actually have a giveaway coming up soon.
We do.
We're doing a giveaway for a One Tree Hill
either
t-shirt
tank or tee, your choice.
tank top, t-shirt, and you can customize it. You can put your name on it. We'll let you, free. You can do whatever you want, free for
Yeah.
all. And yeah, so that will be announced May 1st. I can't believe it's going to be May.
I can't.
It's
know.
gonna be May.
It's gonna be May.
And I love the memes. And
Yeah.
it just says,
Yes.
it was like April was nice or something,
Yeah.
but.
And then
like,
it's
you
Justin's
know.
face.
You
I
just
love
know
it.
it's his face. Oh my god, I love that. That's been an ongoing thing for
Oh,
years.
every year.
Forever, every
It
year.
pops
Forever. Love it.
Yeah, so you can head over there for more information. And
Yeah.
now Liz is gonna
I'm
shout
gonna
everybody
shout
out.
them out. So
Roll
in
call.
our
Roll call.
like in Hairspray.
Yeah.
Okay, so our royal treatment.
Woo, our
We
new
have
one.
2 members, Kaylin, who's
Woo,
with us
who's
right
with
now,
us right
Yeah.
now.
and Samantha, which we super appreciate. Samantha bought us those amazing wine glasses, the One Tree Hill ones. So if you haven't checked them out, go to our Instagram and Facebook. They're
Yeah,
amazing.
They're so nice.
So that's the royal treatment. We have the trick team, which is Gwen, Jessica, and Michaela.
Yay.
And next week we'll have Jessica on for 11 and 12. Very
Yay.
exciting. Next tier is the close over bros. We have Jason, Kelsey, Bethany, Kendall, Chandler, Allison, Logan, Ryan, Elizabeth, Teresa, Allie, Amanda, and Kaylin.
Whoa, that's a big group.
Yeah, the Keith Scott Body Shop crew. Jill, Sheena, Jake, Jamaica, Tevin, Keegan, Monica, Shanique, Kristen,
Wow.
Steve, and Yael.
Yeah.
And then the Ravens, Nicole, Erin, and Alicia.
Yeah, you guys are awesome.
We have
You
32
guys are
amazing little Patreon babes. We love you
Yeah,
guys so
thank
much.
you so much.
We
This-
appreciate
yeah, this
you in the
podcast-
biggest way.
This podcast would not happen without you guys because
Definitely not.
it takes a lot to get this thing going.
Yeah, and
we wouldn't be able
we've
to do it.
been really thankful for our new equipment. I'm
Yeah.
hopeful that you guys think that we sound better
I
and the
know.
quality is better.
We've come a long way.
We've come a long way since our
Yeah.
first
Yeah.
show.
Yeah,
So
and we wouldn't be
and we wouldn't be able to do it without you. So we really
all we
appreciate
do is
you.
talk about you guys. We're like obsessed with every single one of you, and thank you.
Oh, and don't
so
think
much.
we call you by name. Like
Oh,
you're
yeah,
a
we-
friend.
we talk
like
about
we
it
call
all
you
the
by
time.
name. Yeah.
In conversation, we
Yeah,
talk
oh,
Like
about
yeah,
you
and
guys.
well, so and so
Yeah.
said.
Yeah,
So
always.
we love you guys.
Thank
And
you so much.
yeah,
and,
we thank
and
for your support.
Mhm.
And you can support us also by going on iTunes
Yes.
and subscribing. If you're not already subscribed, I don't know why you wouldn't be subscribed.
Yeah, don't you want to get that
Don't
notification?
you want to get
when new
that
episodes
little
live?
ding? Yeah,
Ding,
exactly.
Episodes up.
And you can leave us a rate and review. We like 5 stars.
yeah, we're trying to crack that top 200
trying to get
chart.
that. Which, speaking of,
Congrats
to Lee Norris.
and his wife
And
Andrea.
his wife Andrea.
Yes, married with Pod.
No.
Married with television.
Sorry,
Married with Pod. Married with television.
Married with Television
Yeah, I was
podcast.
actually- I was listening to their episode actually.
This
today. It
is
was
me
really
at however late it is right now.
good. Yeah,
But we're so happy that they cracked the top 150.
Yeah,
they were
they were
like
like
number
number
8 in the
Yeah.
television
They did
and
really well,
film,
so
which is amazing.
shout out to them.
So all you One Tree Hill fans, let's
Yeah.
get,
yeah, help us out.
help a girl out.
We're trying to crack that.
Trying to
crack
crack
that list.
that list.
But yeah, so definitely do that. And if you listen to us on SoundCloud, you can follow us there.
You can put a
Google
heart.
Play, all that. But thank you so much.
and thank you, Kaylin, for
Thank
being
you,
with
Thank
us.
you, Kaylin.
Thank you guys for letting me be here.
Of
It was
course,
fun.
it was so
Yes.
fun, and you
It's
were
so
a great
fun.
guest host. so-
Yes.
Wonderful.
fun. Oh, thank you.
of course. And thank you guys for listening each week.
We'll be in your ears.
We'll be in your
next
ears.
week and every week.
Every week.
And
every
check
Monday.
out we're actually going to have our Ask Me Anything. We're promising it's going to come out.
Yeah.
It's probably already out since before you hear this episode.
Yeah,
it's
it's
probably
out.
out. But then the week after, we'll have Michelle talks about her Wilmington trip.
Oh, yes.
So that's exciting.
Yeah,
in the
so that'll be up on
pre-shows.
Patreon. Yep.
So if you guys are Patreon babes, then check it out.
And then go to treehilltalk.com for all of our links to all our social media. And we will see
Tree Hill
you.
Talk on everything.
We'll see you next week.
All
Everywhere.
right.
Bye.
Bye, guys.